Hey guys, After here, welcome back. Today we're doing a first look at Divinity, Original Sin. It's a nice little RPG currently in early access by Larian Studios. It's currently $39.99, so it's a little steep, so I just kind of want to give you guys a little taste of this game. It's a pretty fun game, but like I said, it's still in early access, so we'll talk a little bit about that. Unfortunately, this game, every time it updates, which is actually pretty frequently, which is good, because again, it is in early access, it does kind of delete all of your saves. And it's got a really cool story anyway, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. I was going to show you the basic mechanics of it, and talk a little bit about the current state of it. First, I want to show off the options menu. It's pretty run-of-the-mill. It's good that it has some pretty good post-processing options here. A lot of these indie games don't have it. Of course, you'd like to see a little bit more besides just normal quality detail and things like that, but we do have a few things in there, which is nice. You can see I'm running with pretty much everything on high or ultra. Basic audio sliders, which is always nice. Controls, kind of basic controls here. What you'll see in a moment here is every time you're kind of loading, they show you pretty much the whole keyboard. So this whole concept of Divinity is pretty sweet. How you're basically two people, and there's multiplayer support, which I haven't really delved into multiplayer that much yet, really at all, because the game really I feel is on its merits when role playing and kind of just the story and the combat. So it's pretty sweet. So we'll take a look at that real quick here. My last load just got deleted again, which is very sad, but we'll deal. Again, I like how they say this is alpha. It's not a finished game. It isn't stable, optimized, or balanced, but it is fun. That is the case. It is a fun game. So here we have one of the loading screens, which we again can't hurt it for taking about 3 minutes to load, which is fine. It's whatever. When I purchased this game, I was expecting a little bit more, honestly. I was a little bit sad to see how it's still hard alpha. You know what? That's okay. It's just nowadays all these alpha games are just kind of just saturating the market big time. And you'll have one alpha game that seems like it's a pretty finished product. It's really ready to go. And then you have another alpha game like Starforge Alpha that's just like this should be pre-alpha. But this game's pretty cool, so as soon as this gets done loading, we'll go ahead and show you a little bit about it. The game's music, though, is absolutely pretty mind-blowingly nice and serene or upbeat when it needs to be, but it does do a very good job of immersing you and putting you in the mood, I shall say. Yeah, I like I don't know, there's something about the story that just draws me. Two war-torn lovebirds going hand in hand against the world. But yeah, we'll see. If it ever loads properly. But yeah, one last disclaimer, then I'll stop talking about that it's alpha. It is alpha, so this is all subject to change, but just want to see the nice little first taste here and see if it's... I mean, it's pricey, right? I don't know if I'd even be doing this video if it wasn't a $40 game currently. Because most people can just purchase it and make their own minds up. But for $40, you probably want to say a little bit about this game before you're jumping into it. Okay, so here we have our nice little team here so far, and these have gotten added recently. So right now, currently, you can have Cleric, Wizard, Warrior, Survivor, Rogue, and Knight, which is pretty cool. They all do pretty much what you would expect them to do, and it's cool how you can pick each one. So whether you want a rogue, a knight, a cleric, or whatever. I think I'm gonna make her a wizard, and I am going to make him. Let's see. I'm gonna make him. Let's make him a knight, shall we? Okay, that's cool. A lot of this stuff is still very much in alpha, so some of it's able to change, some of it's really not able to change, so just keep that in mind. A few patches ago, I wasn't able to do any of this, so they are making a lot of improvements very quickly, which is very cool. Yes, we are done with all the character creations. So here we are, the lovely lovely game of Divinity. So I'm gonna pick up the shell. The game on Ultra doesn't run too bad. It's pretty good for most. Yeah, get out of here. For most parts, it's really not bad at all, actually. Let's go with. I've learned the hard way. You don't want to lead with your weakest link. That's usually not a good idea. Shell. So here we are. Before we get into combat, let's kind of take a look at this screen here. It's pretty straightforward, like you would assume most sneak successful. I'm not trying to sneak. What you would assume most RPGs are. So you have your inventories. What's cool is if I want to move my shell to the girl, I click and drag it, drag to her profile, place it there. So that's cool. Some of the tooltips aren't really there yet, which again we can't really hold them to that or anything like that. So we kind of just have to go. You know, we can eat this and then see what happens. Let's go to her. It lets me eat it. Use the shell, lady. Well, she don't let me use the shell right now. Again, this is alpha, so it might be a little buggy. Okay, so we'll scroll range, so obviously I want to get out of the wizard. Drag it. Boom. Put it right in our nice little toolbar. Very easy. Alright, go drop the shell. So yeah, I mean the game works pretty much how you would expect a normal RPG like this to work. You have your normal pickup items where you just click on, see if you can. Oh, we found out what axe. Very nice. Take all that stuff. Okay, get ready. I wish these damn tooltips. So what's cool is you can see right above my hotbar, I have some little bubbles here. These bubbles are basically my action points. So I'm just going to run up here, using all my action points in the process. And it'll be our wizard's turn. Obviously, you can see the fight order on the top. I'll run her up a little bit here as well. You can attack, then walk, and then attack, whatever, as long as you have the action points. You can also preserve points, which is also nice as well. I haven't played these classes before. I usually play the warrior and the survivor, so let's see what this knight has. He has rush, fear, and courage. Well, let's rush. Let's go for him. Oh, that was pretty fucking sweet. Just attack him. Wow, she just went right up there. Okay, well, we'll end that time. So you might be thinking right now, this combat doesn't seem very exciting, and I don't know, it's actually pretty addictive once you start to get a little bit more into it. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I like it as much as I like, let's say, Blackguards, or however the hell you want to pronounce it, but it is a pretty freaking fun combat system, you know? Return. Let's see, we have minor heal, teleportation, initiates flare. Yeah, we just fucking fried those fucking crabs. Having crab legs for dinner, guys. What the hell? Oh, fucking gravestones. So yeah, this combat definitely gets addicting after a while, to the point where at first I did kind of feel like it was a little bit boring, but yeah, it did grow on me for sure. Let's flare you. Jesus. Just fucking fries those guys. Damn, he does a lot of damage. So where I really think this game is going to excel is the ability to really not only play multiplayer, but also the fact that you can the story is just very, very deep, as well as it's very interactive, I guess would probably be the right word I'm looking for here. Yes, yes. Let's see if we can't find a nice little... Yeah, a little bit of frame rate issues here. Okay, so here's an example of all of this in-depth story I've been talking about, right? So we have some just random NPCs that we're going to talk to. So we were leading as Scarlet, so now we're as Scarlet. So we're going to have to go and they're gonna do their little talk and their bullshit. He doesn't like the one of Oregon or something, talk about orcs, yada yada yada. So now we have a lot of different options, and you can basically keep doing the exact same thing here. So like you can't just click through. Clicking through is not going to work. You actually have to like legitimately look at where you're kind of picking and go from there. I think we say I'll take my leave here. So now once you actually get to a point, as this is pointing out, your partner or your second NPC here is going to have to agree with you. So she wants, I'll say yes, wizard, and now Roderick, I can agree or I can go ahead and disagree, but I'm gonna say yeah, agree. Okay. So it's cool. So as you can imagine, that was just the first interaction we've had. As the game, you know, kind of engages and everything, it becomes a little bit more deep and a little bit more fun as well. It's pretty exciting. Yeah, there are some frame rate issues here for some reason, but hey, it's alpha, right? I will say that there are some random bugs and glitches that you will encounter if you decide to buy it. I've had multiple times where I'll be fighting, actually this battle, it happens quite often. Oh crap, I didn't listen to myself, I should have. So there I go again, leading with my weak character, but that's alright. So sometimes these characters will just completely like fucking vanish into thin air, which is kind of funny, but yeah. Shouldn't do much damage to him. Alright, we'll end that turn. 5 action points reserved. This is the first real big battle you end up seeing. Which is kind of, not really big, but it's kind of cool. As you can see, the battle, fighting, again, it seems a little bit boring. I'm sure watching this is even more boring than playing it, but trust me, it gets a little bit better. I think the real question here, honestly, is do you spend $39.99 on this game pre-alpha, or I should say alpha? Honestly, I don't think so. I think this game, currently as it is a good game. It really is. Right now they're claiming they're having about, let's see, we'll check it. They say about 15 hours worth of gameplay right now. And I think I'll agree with that. I've played for quite some time, and it's definitely fun. And there's a lot of, at least right now, a lot of replayability because they keep introducing those new classes and all that kind of good stuff. But with that being said, I think this is a game that you might purchase and you might play through it a couple times. But I honestly think it's best to do that after it's released. I think this game, as a finished product, will be a nice. It doesn't feel like an indie game, okay? So let's get that out of the way. It does feel like a nicely finished. I shouldn't say finished. It feels like a AAA game. It really does. But it feels like a AAA game that's an alpha. Once this thing does go live on launch, I think it'll be a great addition. I think a lot of people are going to play. I think a lot of people are going to like it. But I think, oh yeah, we just blew up that oil barrel, so that's always exciting. You can't really attack anybody, so I'm just going to stand back there still. So it's a little exciting to wait for it to come out. I think just because then you have the full, the full experience, which is let's be honest, it's going to be better than this. Now, my one little stipulation of that is, if you're one of those people who really like RPGs and you really like alphas, and if you do, then you've probably been. Yes, our knight is just getting shit on by fire. That's alright. He's dead. If you really like that sort of thing, then this is the game for you too, because there's definitely a lot of opportunity here to report a lot of bugs and a lot of glitches. If you really like that sort of thing, this is definitely has those ability for you to do that. Did I just make any sense what I just said there? This definitely has the ability for you to do that. Is that what I said? I don't know. But yes, you can definitely report bugs and everything, which is a very nice thing to do if you get your rocks off doing that. So yeah, guys, I suggest probably maybe waiting on this until it comes out, but definitely check it out once it does go live. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.